Deadshot, the reigning champion in the blue team, the blue trunks, blue corner, and Niprax, the challenger, in the red corner. Let's see what these guys bring to the table. Okay, Deadshot, we saw him play King Puff when he won the tournament last time. What's he going to do with it this time? So we got King Puff against Setsu.
Now, this has been interesting before, where obviously Setsu's able to get that face jump early. So my thought is here, will DeathShoot be in a strong enough position when he starts to get his invulnerability at perk 3 to survive? Like, that's kind of going to be a key moment to me.
Yeah. He does have the stint, so he can use that stint to grab that bridge in potentially dire situations. That could be useful if it does have the tech available. Well, let's see how we do here.
So opening round, interesting cards coming out. Are we expecting the Howling Moon to come out for the Setsu drops again? You know, King Puff just attacks so slowly. It's almost painful to watch, really.
Yep.
That was a really good bridge shot to split those Flightless Dragons up to clear both those units there.
Okay, so bats. They can be annoying to deal with. Again, as we spoke, as you mentioned, King Puff attacks slowly, so it takes a while to deal with it. He's trying to keep that aimbot alive, and he does. Not sure if it's an aimbot or a drone walker. Probably a drone walker.
I see that bats now, and I'm immediately concerned with the amount of anti-air I'm seeing.
Yeah.
And the lack of AOE. There is a shot rock in there, but try and shot rock a group of bats. It's just no.
That's a lot of face damage that Deadshot took, though. That's a potential problem. Because, of course, Setsu, very aggro when it gets to perk 3. You need to have that HP to try to soak some of that, and a lot of it's already gone. Good start, I'd say, for Niprax here.
Yeah, I feel like in the game of Rock, Paper, Scissors, Setsu definitely comes out on top versus King Puff. You have to just survive until perk 3.
Okay, here come the bats. Shock Rock kills them all!
That's a great Shock Rock!
Okay, there's a few more that spawned just after that, but that Shock Rock was huge. Remember, bats don't always spawn in the same position now. They spawn towards where you spawn or use your mana. Okay, that's massive DPS from the Enraged Scotty. But this is more face damage. Huge aggro from Niprax right now. Deadshot ahead on XP, but just taking too much face damage. Down to 1000 HP. The Shock Rock was awesome on the bats, but
I know, right? Like,
damage.
Such an incredible play. I don't feel like it's going to help matter. I don't think like he can win from here. But I'm so impressed with how he landed that.
Yeah. With the old bats, you just had to time it right and you would shred them all. Now, not only do you have to time it right, you got to get it in the right spot. So you got to wait for them to spawn, and then you got to try to get them all. And of course, if you leave it just too long, they will never step somewhere else, and it'll be awkward. Here,
I feel like he's saving up for a bats play again. There we go.
Shock Rock again, shredding them all.
Such good play.
So I think what Niprax is trying to do is hold, not spawn all the bats immediately. Try to spawn them and then hold his mana as long as he can so that he doesn't lose all of them to the Shock Rock.
I'm hoping that next time he does that, though, he plays the small number of bats. So he tries to bait out that Shock Rock and then play the bigger mana side of it.
This is still a scary looking push. Deadshot taking a massive amount of damage already. Niprax taking damage in return. So Deadshot getting himself back into this a little bit. He is ahead on XP, but can he last?
I mean, less than 1,000 health now on Niprax. Like, you know, there is potential that this could go his way now. I didn't think he was going to get back in it, but those Shock Rocks have been so good.
Yeah. Hey.
Here comes Scotland.
The raged units that he have can be savage. Here come the bats. Shock Rock's going to... I didn't really get enough of them, I don't think. He got half of them, maybe. It's very difficult to try to hit them. Okay, no perk. Okay, Arcane Bolt shuts it down.
Arcane Bolt.
Okay, he got those just in time, so the bats didn't aggro on face. That's useful. Every bit of HP that he saves here is incredible. He's perk 3 now, Deadshot. 490 HP, plays 880 HP, but once Setsu gets to perk 3, it could change it. Setsu's going to be all over Deadshot's face.
This is where that bridge, the bridge invulnerability is huge here. And DeathShot is so
Bats.
good. Like, oh, he's done it again.
It's a good one, but again he saved some of the mana to get a second wave of bats. Here we come, Niprax. Bridge switch. Oh, the bats are on the face at the top, but the Arcane Bolt shuts that down, but he still takes damage. That's the problem. There we go. Bridge grab with the stint. We talked about it earlier.
You called it at the start.
Here comes. Here's another push. I feel like Deadshot's just too low in HP. He's ahead on XP, but
he's holding on so much here. Oh, this is unbelievable.
Here we go. The bats. Shock Rock again, great Shock Rock, but it's even with those incredible Shock Rocks, it's just not really being enough. He just can't claim that bridge. The bridge has got to be totally his. Niprax takes the first of this best of 5. Niprax leading 1-0 in this best of 5. Winner eliminated. Sorry, that's not true at all. Winner progresses to the grand final. Loser eliminated. Not some kind of messed up backward rules here.
The DeathShoot's showing the APEP. This was
APEP.
allowed through.
Yeah, we see APEP bans so often. Now we get to see, is APEP strong? Let's find out.
Alright, against Niprax's King Puff. So it is great watching good King Puff plays because, like, I just can't at all with it. I'm so bad.
Hopefully,
I keep
watching
hoping that
helps you
eventually
learn.
I'll learn.
Yeah.
But it's not happened yet.
You've got to learn from practicing. You've got to learn from seeing what others do, and hopefully with the combination of those, you can progress.
We have what looks like a full Zenchi flow deck here.
Okay,
so what have we got? A free... Oh, that's not a great... Well, a Boomer.
It's a free card. It's another bridge grab. It could be useful. Let's see.
I mean...
Of course, Niprax is going to have probably some moldy units. Maybe it can... That's a lot of face damage, though. Let's make sure we notice that. That Battle Monkey Ting. We had the extra flingers as well. Okay, here you see... Boom. There we go.
There's that Boomer.
There's the value
he used it really well.
Niprax tried to pop it before the monkey got close enough, but wasn't able to.
Insert OK Boomer meme hit.
Right, let's have a look how we did. Deadshot did a lot of damage early on. He'll be happy with that start for sure.
Oh, now Soul Steal. He's only got 2 stacks. He's going to miss the bridge, I think. Yeah.
It's frustrating.
Nick.
Here come the Skellies. Okay, so he's using the Curse, the Haunting Hugger, to try to grab that bridge at the bottom. Didn't quite time it right to get the bridge.
But it thins out that Skeleton Horde lovely.
Yeah.
And the Mushroom on Ting Tang Tongue, which is great. And again, more XP. It's pretty even at the moment on XP.
Right, let's see what we've got here. Can that Hugger get a hug off? Oh, the shock is... Oh, the Zenchi Flow shock from the Zap Shrine shocks everything, supported by the stun from the Shock Rock.
That's huge.
That
is huge.
That's a long stun.
He planted the Boomer up there, like you said, to grab the bridge.
And again, the stun keeps the Boomer alive. Okay, that's...
And the Boomer's going to hit face. That's really good. He's got great value out of the Boomer.
Wow.
I'm sorry I even questioned it. DeathShoot, you are far superior to me.
That's the key to playing APEP, is being able to get the best out of whatever you're given.
Right, absolutely. So he's got burn. Didn't quite burn out. He's just dropping down the Hugger to let things cycle.
That's so much HP though, and it's still going. Look, that 1 HP Flightless Dragon is just shredding. And Deadshot identified that, and instead of going with keeping his deck in the same order that he previously was, he identified there that he could stun and do a lot more face damage. But here's the return coming. The shield's already gone down. He's going to have a lot of DPS though to shred Scotty, but that's some decent return damage. Niprax fighting back.
Right, and that, that's where you got to question, was it worth the damage I did?
Yeah.
But he's so close and so low. I think he's looking like he's going to be able to
double crystal blast on face. He just needs to be careful though, because he saw from that push, if he gets a bit greedy, he could be punished. But he has his shield available here. there we see he's tanking with his shield as well as tanking with his shield, if you know what I mean. It made sense to me.
Look at that stun.
Yeah, the stun plus the shock rock. It's a long stun.
He's going to use the crystal now. Bang, double hit because of the sensitive savage there. I wouldn't be surprised to see him play the boomer up into Scott as well.
Yeah, Scotty is a low
get it down
HP.
soon if he's going to use it. Oh no, he's going to use his propeller scratch. Okay.
Right, Battle Monkey's going to take a big hit here though.
Oh!
Okay,
wow.
again, he's tanking with his shield. See, he put his shield down, protects his face, and protects his units as well. That's a very smart play.
He's
holding 96 HP. Now, Deadshot has two ways of doing direct damage to face. He's got the shock rock, and he has the crystal. This is going to be
75, I believe.
It's not enough.
They do 75 damage. And
it used to be 75. It's 50 now because remember the crystal got nerfed to do 100 damage, so it does 50 to face. So it's very close, but it is crystal plus shock rock. So Deadshot has his opponent on a timer, but there is a shield available. This is return damage, so Deadshot was in a very strong position, but Niprax is not taking this lying down. Niprax ahead on XP. Shockrock comes in, 36 HP. We got the Jade Flingers are going to be on face here. They're going to finish the game. Deadshot takes it makes it 1 game all. Loser bracket, redemption bracket final. Loser goes home.
We've got new masters. We've got a Morellia that I haven't seen huge amounts of versus Niprax's Valorian. So pretty interesting. I'm not seeing much in the way of Curse cards, so this isn't an Accursed Ascension deck at all from DeathShoot.
Lovely. Okay, let's see what we get here. It looks like we've got a Caliph from Niprax. That's a strong unit for sure with, let's see if he has the, Caliph of course has the Taunt if you have not the Accursed Army, the Empyrean buff with the 5 unique Empyrean cards in your hand.
Which also buffs the shield puff that he's sending up there. Those shield puffs can be super annoying, especially with the buff.
Yeah.
If you can get them up there and support you, but you do kind of need to have a push on.
That Shockrock was nice at the bottom. You might think, oh, I only killed 2 crossbow dudes, but guess what he did? He held the bridge, and that's where the value comes from.
Absolutely.
He's got a bounty sniper as well.
Sniper with spirit. That's a great play. However, those shielded crossbow dudes are gonna, negate this a little bit for him.
Yeah, they're frustrating, but for those. Oh, Ramo comes. Needs to be dealt with. Goes down pretty quickly.
Alright.
Right, here we go.
Here's the Caliph.
This is going to be the power in Niprax's deck, the Caliph, but there we see. Okay, Deadshot does have the Shock Rock. The Shock Rock is a must, really. Or any kind of stun. The Defenso was huge there. The stun stops or resets Caliph's shield countdown. So that can be huge, because Caliph, when you allow him just to keep reshielding, he could be a real pain to deal with. It looks like Deadshot has some ways to do it.
That was a great pull using the Vortex to drag him away, re-aggro him onto the Boom Buggy, keep your snipers alive there. I think that was a really
big XP lead now for Deadshot. I think he'll be happy with how this goes now. Okay, bit of face damage, and the sniper goes down to the Sunburn.
Yeah, the XP lead is a big thing because, there is obviously that big perk 3 with the Korean Dragon, but you kind of feel like this is, at the moment, this is only going one way with the XP. What's Niprax's win condition? And that spirit on the...
That Defenso against Caliph is huge. That Caliph's never going to see a shield.
And that's, it's not too bad, but getting spirit on it as well means not only that it survives an extra couple of hits.
Yeah.
It's not like Caliph's even getting through with half health or maybe activating the shield and doing a bit of work. You're just dying. That's it.
Okay, Deadshot is 30 plus HP ahead. He's in a strong position right now. He's going to look to get to that perk 3, get that dragon down and push with it.
And it's, of course, for people who play Morellia and stuff who maybe not as experienced as DeathShoot, there's a good chance you'll see he'll hold it in his hand for a while when he gets there, and he's not playing it straight away. You can hold on to it and look for a moment of maximum impact, as opposed to just like, right, I need to get this dragon down.
Yeah, well the problem is, normally you spawn it and you spawn it defensively, which means you're going to lose control of the field for a little bit. So if he's in a strong position already, he might almost not need to use it. And of course that perk 3 dragon comes with the breath, so he wants to get the most he can out of the breath. It's going to be a weakened breath, it's not going to be a cursed ascension breath.
Yeah.
But yeah, he wants to be able to hit as much, soften up as much as he can with it. And that perk 3 is coming up very quickly. Bridges have been in Deadshot's control for the majority of this game.
Yeah, there he is. He's about 30, so he's 30 mana ahead now. And he's in a good place. And normally, Fire Morellias you're often a bit behind. Not by much, if you can play it well. And you use that dragon to do a big push and gain that mana lead or bring yourself back even, something like that. But he's in the lead, and he's now hoping to get a big push on, and he's going to extend it far enough that he'll hit Mana Frenzy before the power of their opponent matters.
Yep. I didn't like the way Deathshot spawned the Defensor at the bottom there, but because it allowed Niprax to spawn the Caliph opposite it, but then Deadshot has the dragon, which actually completely shut it down, so I'm sure Deadshot had that all in his mind.
Yeah, and there's there's Spirit on that Bounty Sniper, which is going to be huge now it's hitting face, and Spirit on the dragon, so it won't die as quickly.
That's a lot of face damage.
There's going to be a lot of face damage.
Caliph spawns, taunts everything off. That dragon's going to go down, but Deadshot's got such an XP lead right now.
Right, that play took it from 30 to
oh,
over
that Bounty
50.
Sniper's surviving! That's insane! Oh, it's going to go down eventually, but it got some huge value. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Deadshot in the real strong position right now.
Yeah, you see, only just about now is Niprax hitting perk 3, and Deathshoot's 20 XP away from hitting Mana Frenzy. And that's probably that at that point.
Okay.
So where are we going now? But he's playing it patient. He knows he doesn't need to rush this.
No, there's no need. He's in control right now. Shockrock resetting the Caliph. He does have the Defensor if he needs to. It looks like Caliph's going to get round to another shield. I'm not sure. I don't know why he's playing the Defensor away from Caliph.
I think he's maybe trying to use it as something to push him behind for a win. I don't know if that's right. Like you were saying, there's a ghost coming out of him.
He does have a lot of HP, so he can tank on face. You know, we've spoken about that before. You know, you don't need to win with full HP. There's no benefit of that. So yeah. That might have been what he was doing there.
It's just confusing how, like, he's a better player than me, but I didn't see the benefit in doing that then. But here we go. We've got the.
See, there we see.
The Defensor Chopper.
The Defensor Chopper just fully shuts down Caliph. Mana Frenzy.
Such a good combo with the Ghost Turret as well.
Yeah.
Spirit on the Bounty Sniper, which could end up smacking out a load of extra mana already in Mana Frenzy. And Niprax is so far behind.
Yeah, I'm sure as soon as Niprax saw that Defensor Chopper for the first time, he realised he was going to be up against it. Because that really shuts down his whole plan.
Right, but he's holding on pretty well at the moment. But this is not this deck by Deathshoot is not one that's going to overwhelm you quickly.
No.
So, it's just a case of being patient, and getting that in. See, now that he's got a second Defensor.
This is going to be it here. Shockrock's going to lock this down.
He's just put his stuff out defend, and there it is. Oh, we have a rammer of sorts. Oh, that's a pretty good use of the vortex there.
Wow.
Pulled the rammer backwards in.
I am back. Sorry about that, guys. Okay.
And there's the Glenn's Brew coming in. That's so much face damage. There's a real issue here with the Ravager is that he's going to be on such defensive footing when he gets his perk 1 that you're not going to get the value out of it.
Okay. Right. Good start for Deadshot, looks like. I look like...
It was a really good start for Deathshoot. Now, this is interesting. Niprax has taken a lot of damage, but he's played that Troubadour out at the same time for the Brutus to be out there. I think that's very clever, and it's obviously doing it to try and provide cover to allow the Brutus to get to face.
It looked like we had, from Deadshot, we've got a Fergus, which will do huge damage to everything here, but that's, okay.
Oh, boy, he's going for... Oh, okay, we see what he's doing here.
Right, never step on face. Vortex pulls it off face. Heal comes in. Vortex doesn't pull the Ravager, the Brutus, sorry, because it's mythic, but Rammer coming in as well. That's a lot of face damage as well. Interesting. And the attack's still not over. This is a very big attack from Niprax, and I'm glad I came back just in time, because I almost missed the entire game.
But the first Rammer that he tried to play was when Fergus was right down near face, and he carefully used the Vortex to pull it back and get killed. So I think the problem now is that having happened, it's like without the perk 1 push,
This is...
DeathShoot knows what's coming.
Yep.
Can he prepare for it?
Oh, he's used the Glenn's Brew there.
Glenn's Brew,
That's going to be too much.
That could be the play. Oh my god.
That's all he needed. Deadshot closes the series out 3-1.